Yeah, I got to give a different link now. I have to give a different link. I will find you. I will find you. Well, spread the word if y'all know if anybody else still stuck. You guys can hear my voice in here? But the question is going to be if the other person, if Jesse is still here. Are you still here, Jesse? Yes, we know what happened. YouTube happened. Nope. And I'm afraid she's probably not going to come back. Well, I just sent her a message telling this where we are. Well, I hope she is. Why are we allowed to be part of watching a private debate on your live to which we're not allowed to comment or bring up points when it's our community? Well, because JT, this was something that's way past and you just have no idea some of the stuff that was going on behind closed doors. So, I mean, you have no idea. As far as me, I mean, I'm telling you, so it's too much to even try to get deep into because all it's going to do is cause me to bring up all that old stuff anyway. But that's why, because some people were over it and some people weren't. So that's why with this whole thing, it's like this. If there was a problem that started as a community thing and everybody in the community came to an agreement, but then there's one or two or three or four people that don't want to do that and they still want to go at it with one person or whatever like that, then the community, I tell everybody else to stay out of it. If this person got a problem with that person, let them hash it out, because all that's going to happen is that it's going to seem like somebody is on somebody else's side. And by doing that, all of a sudden, then why are you saying something? Then why are you saying something? So I don't want that to happen. I don't want to know if somebody start throwing a comment in there and then all of a sudden somebody starts saying, yeah, you did say that, or yeah, you do. Hey, you need to just chill out. I don't want any of that because I'm leaving it between those two people are the ones that can fix it. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It's addressed publicly because it's a public thing that happened. This is not like, two people said something behind each other's back and, they can do it. But this thing happened openly. So that's why it was addressed openly. And then you got a lot of things that go on, folks saying stuff off to the side and with a group of people. Then that group of people will tell this group of people that these people over there are saying stuff. So that's why that's why it happened that way. No, Barrett, I know you just kidding. I'm saying, no, I don't get mad. This stuff is too easy. But that's why, because a lot of people need to actually, and not only that, I got a lot of young mentorees under me. They watch me, so they get to see how problems and things can be solved. They get to see how people respond. So it's a learning lesson for them, because too long, especially among my kind, you immediately taught to respond with anger. You immediately taught to respond with this defense mechanism. Just the emotions take over, and now you can't even think logically. So like in this particular case though, it might have helped a whole lot of other people that were watching too, not just my mentorees, but other folks that might be in this chat, to show that people need to understand that you've been conditioned and taught to think a certain way. If stuff like this happens, it's all, oh man, this is drama. Oh my God, this is drama. This is woo. This is what human beings do. How come it's not bad when human beings are all in agreement? Then it's like, okay, well, everything's good. Well, the reason why they're all in agreement right now, because there's nothing to be pretty much going at it about. But when you go at it about something, the idea is for everybody to come down, everybody, the idea is to actually get that part taken care of so we can be back in agreement. We can move on. Now, the thing is that some people did say, okay, cool, we get it. We're moving on. But some people didn't want to move on, because I don't know, it's like this thing that a lot of people get to where it's like, no, because I want to, I'll give you an example. I'll talk about me. Okay. Early in my marriage, if I did something and I was upset about it, or if, like, let's just say, I'm gonna give you an example. Let's just say if my wife knows that I don't like deviled eggs, and my wife cooked deviled eggs, and I get mad at her. All of a sudden, I'm mad. Oh, I got something now. I'm mad at my wife. Ooh, I'm mad. And then my wife come and be like, baby, I'm sorry. I know you don't like deviled eggs. And it's like, dang it. Now I can't be mad at you no more. Now, oh, no, don't say sorry, because I want to have this one up on you. That type of thing. And my thing is that is a condition of a person's heart. You know what I mean? That is a condition of a person's heart. So that's why I always want to get to, I always talk about this. I said, I want to get to the heart of the matter. So my question is like, when I come down to it, is like, what is it that you want out of it? What is it? Can you really think about what your heart is doing right now to you right now? That bitterness. What is it that you really trying to get out of that person? What is it that you want that person to suffer? Because whatever it is that you want that person to suffer, you have to ask yourself, what spirit are you of? What mindset are you of that you want something to a person, versus a person coming and saying, look, hey, I'm sorry. Now it's like, oh, no. I know you're sorry to me, but them others, well, guess what? We're not talking about the others right now. We're talking about, if I offended you and I'm telling you that I am sorry that I offended you, and can we move past this? And you still, nope, because you say this about my friends. Well, we ain't talking about your friends right now. We're talking about me and you right now, not your friends. So that's what I'm saying. That's what people don't do. People don't like to talk and get things done like this, is where they rather just hold this grudge, and all of a sudden it's going to always be just this constant tension. I don't let this stuff ride in my family. When I say family, to my cousins and all that, somebody come in, all of a sudden 3 people leave. Wait, where y'all going? Well, they don't get along with him. Well, why not? Well, because, he said something one time, and now, they met. No, come here. No, you come here. You come here. We about to sit down and talk, because if we supposed to be family, we ain't about to sit here and all of a sudden every time you come through the door, they all leave. We're not doing that no more. We're going to talk about it and get this stuff settled right now. And that's what people don't do. People rather hold on to the grudge, hold on to the hate, hold on to the anger, because it makes them feel like they got a one up on somebody, or it makes them feel like they're a little bit better than the other person. You know what I'm trying to say? I never done that retethered. I don't do that at all. Jason Wells, with my eyes closed. But no, despite of everything that's going on, the whole thing is that you want everybody to be able to come to an agreement. And it's always hard when somebody feel like, well, now everybody is just piling up on me. It feels like that. So no, y'all all know my personality. I never do anything like that. I don't never do anything to try to blast nobody. My whole thing is to come to an agreement, and then we go from there and we build each other up. It's not about I'm trying to tear you down and break you down and kick you here, kick you there. It's nothing about that. So, but the thing is that that's why That's why I love to do what I do, because I like to see people get along. I like to see people do well. And I know we always say things like, well, not everybody's not going to get along. Well, that's completely fine. But what I'm saying with that is that everybody can come to an agreement. You can agree to disagree, then move on. But when you move on, that's my point. You move on. You don't go back to, well, you know what? When I come to that chat room, I know I'm not going to speak to her. No, nobody needs to know that. Keep that to yourself. Nobody cares. Keep that to yourself. You know, so anyway, you guys all seen what happened tonight. Nobody needs to comment saying, hey, you were so right. Hey, you were so wrong. We all saw it. We all seen it. Everybody formed their own conclusions and their own opinions. And then that's what I want people to do. Just keep them to themselves. Only reason why I voiced mine is because I asked those, y'all saw me. I asked those two if they want me to intervene on it. And then that's what I did. But otherwise, y'all see, I stayed out of it. That's what I do. What advice do I have for bipolar? Well, it all depends on, I would have to talk to you to see what it is when you say you really have bipolar. Otis Spunkmeyer. Awesome. What about the health? Nothing, Scott. You still here, Dracaris? No, well, here's the thing. Now, here's the thing, no, hell. I'm serious. This is the type of thing, and guys, I'm not fronting nobody out. You can go and look on any of my other videos, and I talk the same way about certain situations. Okay? Justin, what are you talking about? What? You just... What are you talking about, Justin? Dude, okay, Justin, can I be real with you? I want you to say, now seriously, I'm seriously saying this to you right now, Justin, just incredible. Just incredible. I want you to answer me right now. Okay, no. You don't know why I'm laughing, because here's the thing, Justin. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example here, Justin. If my wife was sitting right here, and everybody, all 67 people in this chat room know this because they were here. Justin, I want you to listen to me. If my wife was sitting right here looking at me, and I'm not trying to do this to be funny or be condescending, but look at this. Hey, did you see what happened last night? Yeah. Did you see what happened? Well, they said that there was somebody ran into a store. The guy ran in there and he hit like 6 people. Yeah, he hit 6 people. Well, yeah, I know the guy. Yeah, well, I'm gonna talk to him. Well, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Yeah, I'm gonna talk. And then all of a sudden, you just came in and just said, hey, are you talking about me? Dude, nobody is talking about you, Justin. Nobody is talking about you at all. You actually brought yourself into conversation. So I'm giving you an example of what you did. You stood up to the side and felt some kind of way. And I don't know if that's like a guilty conscience, and you threw yourself in this. Nobody is talking about you at all. Everybody in here, am I lying? Did y'all hear me mention or even talk about Justin? Justin, man, you put yourself in this, sir. You can't. I'm not going to do that. You pull yourselves into situations you don't have to. If I'm over here talking to my wife about something, and then you all of a sudden involve yourself in it, you did that. You did that. You brought that upon yourself because nobody was talking to you, Justin, man. What in the world? And I'm only laughing because I'm trying to figure out, how did you conglomerate all this together to throw yourself even in it? And now you can't sit there and take it now. What's going on now? I don't want the psychology because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Spiritual beings are going to begin to come into your mind and say, now look, everybody's only saying no because they like MRM and they agree with him. They really were talking about you though. Dude, no, man, Justin, nobody is talking about you at all. I don't even know how you even included yourself in. Justin, okay, you know what? On Saturday, I woke up, I made a video. I made me some barbecue ribs. I did an instructional video of how I season it. I did an instructional video of how I put the coals in there and all that. I went outside and I started grilling these ribs, man, and all that. Well, why are you talking about me grilling? You get my point, Justin? Nobody is talking about you, man. What in the world? I don't know how much crystal clear I can say this, just incredible. Once you got out of the situation that you were in, I haven't even been thinking about you. I don't think about anybody, okay? When you recovered, when you like, it's just like everything else. Somebody else that I talk in here. When I found out something happened to another person, when we talked, when I found out they were okay, I stopped thinking about them. So all I'm saying, I don't know, Justin. It seemed like, man, I mean, honestly, dude, sometimes it seems like you do stuff to get attention when there's no need for it, man. I mean, you don't have to, Justin. Be your name, okay? I'm telling you, be your name. Be just incredible. Don't be just jumping in conversations. You ever heard that? You all in the Kool-Aid and you don't know the flavor. You just... All right, James Joseph. Hey, Ty, can I ask you a question? Go ahead. Absolutely, Heather. Oh, before I do that, though, because the main thing that we're talking about, I was talking to Hale. Hale, I'm just saying, I'm not, and guys, y'all know I do that publicly because I'm just saying, you did a good job in what you tried to do. You did something that I see like a lot of Christians have a hard time doing. Even though the stuff was over with and you felt like you got attacked, you still came back. If you felt like I done something wrong, I'm sorry, forgive me. And all you can do from there on, Hale, is move on. And what I mean by that, don't even think about it no more because you done everything you possibly can to diffuse the situation. If the person want to keep it going, your hands are washed, Hale. Your hands are washed, they're clean. You like, look, I'm done with it. There's no more persecution that can come your way now because you washed your hands of it. And once you've done that, Hale, be done with it. Still come into there. Still be Hale. Still do what you do. Don't change nothing if you're going to be scared in the sense of I don't want to step on nobody's toes. No, still be doing that because that means you're going to be ended up living your life according to how you want people to see you versus who you really are. And you know how I am. You just don't. I'm a new subscriber and I want to ask you some questions privately. And my question is, how long have you been a Christian? If you want to put a label on it like Christian like that, I'll say around, let's just say this. I found God. Well, God found me around 11 years old. No, so that's why, Hale, I mean, I know a lot of y'all see what we do on this channel, but that's what, when I go and I do these little things where I'm talking to like children and even adults at 8 meetings, I teach this thing about superior minded thinking because you don't want we so conditioned to be stuck on a negative loop that when there is something positive, a lot of people don't even know how to get to the positivity part of it because they're so stuck in this negative loop that they can't even see it. You can sit there and be all day long like, hey, here's the answer. No, I don't want that. No, I'm saying to your issue, here's the answer right here. I don't want that because the doctor said that I got to have it. No, it's the worst thing in therapy where somebody comes into me, they say, hey, I have a sprained ankle. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, how did you do it? Well, I stepped on something, my ankle turned. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you tore 2 ligaments. So all we got to do is this. Oh, no. You got another person. Well, I tore my ankle too. And the doctor said it's the worst tear he ever seen. It's like, well, no matter what your tear is, the answer is going to be rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Well, no, man, the doctor said, man, he never seen one like this. The answer is still rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Well, man, you know what? I fell down 12 stairs, and what did you do? I sprained my ankle, but it was 12 stairs that I fell down. So what do you do about that? Rest, ice, compress. Oh, no, 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 no. You don't understand. It's like, okay, I'm washing my hands. I tried to give you your answer. You didn't want it. However you feel you can be treated, whatever you feel that you need, go ahead. So it's like, so then just don't do it no more. You did really good. I wish that she could have stayed here and we could have came to a compromise. But guys, you seeing this gonna always be on here, and I'm not bashing nobody. I don't do that. But Jesse, if you happen to go back and watch this, she tried to compromise. And it seemed like you just kept wanting to find something. I don't know what it was, Jesse, but once a person apologizes, be it even with your husband, no matter what it is, as when a person apologizes, says that they say that they're sorry, the worst thing you can do is hold on and not want to forgive somebody. That's the worst thing you can do, because guess what? That person can move on with their life and be happy. You're going to be still holding on to the bitterness of what was said 2 or maybe 3 weeks ago. If you keep on holding on to that bitterness get in you, and it starts to affect you and who you are and your state of mind and your well-being. And then that very thing can trickle into your family. You walking around with in a bad mood, a bad attitude, and it affects the atmosphere of everybody else. So that's why it's really important to always come to a compromise. That's why I always try to do that. You always want to try to come to a compromise. Now, one thing that I'm really, really good at too is I've done this for so long with people that some people, no matter how much you do, like I told you about the sprained ankle, no matter how much you try to give them the answer, they're not going to want it. So you just got to let them go. You got to just not give them don't pay them no attention no more. Don't even give them your energy, because they're going to just take it from you. I'm sorry. Well, I want more. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I want more. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I want more. I'm sorry to the fourth power. I want more. I'm sorry to the fifth. They're going to keep on taking so much out of you. It's just going to two things. You're going to have a nervous breakdown, or you're going to explode and tear something up. So that's why I just learned that. I learned real early with certain type of people that this is the type of person that life is going to have to teach them. I can't change them. I can't fix them. I can't help them. And when it all comes down to it, they're not trying to be helped, because I'm trying to provide them with the answer, but they don't want the answer. So that's it. James, I try to be. Guys, I know this might sound weird to y'all, but I actually like what I do. And what I mean by that, what we just did, that's something that I do a lot. That's what we need to have more of this. That's what we talk. We said we don't need to. I think somebody said it like this. They said we don't need to shoot at each other. We can sit down like brothers and sisters and talk about our differences. Boom. Talking about our differences and all that stuff like that does not always have to have a negative connotation to it. It doesn't have to. Well, we about to talk about our differences so I can show you how. No, we trying to get to an understanding. That's what it's all about. But like, again, I'm telling you right now, I know certain type of personalities and all that. And when I see that the person is always trying to make it about them, it's like, I'm trying to help you. Well, you make it about you. No, I'm talking about that issue that you got. I want to take care of the issue. Well, no, I still want it to be about me. Well, I'm talking about the issue that you got that can help you stop being you. Well, I still want okay. Here, take this card and go call somebody, because apparently I ain't doing it. So quit asking me. That's what I tell. Don't call me. I had to do that to some young people. Don't call me. Don't ask me no more, because I told you what you needed to do. You don't want to do it. So apparently I don't have the answer that you're looking for. So why do you keep asking me? If I can't help you and you keep on telling me, well, that's not it, well, then stop asking me. So I'll leave it at that. Appreciate that, James. It's really, man, just what I'm saying. It's really not, man, as human beings, man, I love people. I'm serious. I love people to the point to where I always want to get it to where I'm not trying to have nobody be completely broke down, but just, we all just come to this point to where, and now let's build up from there. That's what it's all about. It's all about building up from there. Well, Lefty Lucy, that's good of you to say that. I mean, not too many people would, no, not too many people would come out and say that. That's, I mean, well, see, here's here's the thing is that, like, see, I said something to Hell some time ago, and Hell, you know what I'm talking about. I wrote you about some stuff that was happening, and I told you how, did I not say this? Hell, I said it's funny how a lot of people that claim to be Christ followers, how they came out. I was saying how, you know, see, that's what I'm saying. You give people enough time to talk and be around them, they will show you exactly who they are. Let a person keep on talking, they will show you who they are. I don't care what they try to act like they are, but let a person keep on talking, they gradually show you who they are. So when things happen, folks that are claiming to be Christian, you get to see how you get to see how real Christians come out when things start to go down. Do they hold it together? Do they want to throw stones? Do they want to persecute? Do they want to damn you to hell? See, that's what I'm saying. But then yet you got somebody like her that's coming out and apologizing. Y'all seen it. That's the only way you can actually learn is from situations like this. But if these situations never happen, how can you learn how to actually handle them? And I'm talking to a lot of my young people out there, my young subs, youth, ABC folks, all y'all. Y'all know I'm talking to. CT. James Joseph, absolutely, sir. I'm serious. Guys, you can use whatever analogy, that you want to, but I say this. Okay. You guys tell me. I don't know. Okay, I don't know which side this is on you guys, but which one is better? The little cage here or the pen? What do y'all think? The pen or this cage? This little cage? I'm just asking. It doesn't matter which one you think, the way you're looking at it. What do you think? Which one you think is better? That's all I'm asking. Just pick one, the pen or this little cage. I'm not making no assumptions on what you think I'm going to be asking for. To you, you might think this is prettier or is lighter, whatever. But I'm just saying, whatever you choose it for, I'm just asking you which one you think is better. My point in saying all that is some said the pen, some said the cage. Now, just because y'all chose two different things, does that mean all of a sudden now we just ain't gonna get along now? I don't know why you would choose that pen. That's stupid. All you can do is write with that. Well, I don't know why you chose that cage. All you can do is use that to block some things. It's really that simple. When you have something that you disagree on, it doesn't mean that you can't get along. It means that you just rather have the pen. You would rather have the cage. Okay, we both know that. We're good. Shake hands. Boom. It's that easy, but people don't want it to be that easy. People want to try to break things down further than what they need to be. That's it. That is it. That is all it is to it. And y'all can see, I'm just saying, you can see tonight, I don't feed into too much. Yep. It's that easy. But just because you agree to disagree, it don't mean that you should have some type of intention in your heart to to dislike that person. You know what I mean? Some of y'all that chose the pen, some of y'all that chose the cage. Now that y'all know one picked pen, you shouldn't have it to where, well, now because she didn't pick the pen, I'm just going to dislike you in my heart because you chose the pen. Well, just because you chose the cage, now I'm getting ready to dislike you in my heart because you chose the cage, because you didn't like what I like. Therefore, I don't like you. That's what people do. That's exactly what people do. It's really that simple, but people make it that hard. That's exactly what they do because you like something and they don't like it. Now they don't like you. Well, how come you just can't tell me I don't look? I mean, this is a really cool learning experience for me, especially with the reaction song. This song sucks. This song is beautiful. This song was all right. This song was okay. This song was the best song I ever heard in my life. This song was the worst song I ever heard in my life. That's what makes us all human. That's what makes us all so beautiful and different. But so nobody has taught us to actually love and actually, you know, bring that whole, the fact that we are so different should be embraced and not frowned upon. That's what I'm saying. But see, KS Scott, but that's what people, but the thing is, the world is not teaching people to think like that. The world is teaching us to, if they don't like it this way, then you need to dislike them. I mean, gosh, some people don't like my channel. They don't like what I do on my channel. Well, I don't really think you're funny. Okay, well, don't watch the funny stuff, but I'm not going to get mad at you and hate you because you don't like my funny stuff, because I know that what I do is not going to be funny to everybody. And since I know in my mind that I'm not going to be funny to everybody, I'm not going to try to please everybody. And if I'm not trying to please everybody, I'm going to have equilibrium in my mind. Instead of trying to, how come they don't like me? Well, I got to do something better. I got to do something more. And that's what goes on when I talk to a lot of young girls, my youth. That's where I talk to them. You always got to try to up the ante to get somebody to like you. Now you got to take more clothes off. Now you got to show more skin. Now you got to do more of this, but it's still not going to be, it's never going to be enough. So quit trying. It's never going to be enough. So don't even work yourself there, because all it's going to do is going to bring on bad emotional things. It's going to bring on bad spiritual things. It's going to bring on bad attention. And all of a sudden, now you're going to be carrying all this stuff home to whatever family members are around you. Y'all ever had some, now y'all answer me this, y'all ever had some family members that when they show up, y'all like, oh, here they go. Because you know, I mean, oh my God, it's so awesome. Even though I was joking around tonight, y'all saw what I was doing. Even though I was joking around tonight, but when those people show up, don't you notice, why do we do that? Why do we go, oh my God, here they go. Let me go ahead and go over here. The reason why we do that, because we already know we were all in a good mood, and this person just had to come and just, oh, here they come with this. They always, oh, well, you know, I'm just getting by. You know, I know we're all together now, but nobody called me in 2 weeks, and you know, everybody got a phone. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, when family do that to me, y'all just don't know. Y'all can see me now. I'm just the same way. Family members show up. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? This is me. Hey, how you doing, bro, man? Yeah. Well, I was doing all right 2 weeks ago, and no, you didn't call me then. Okay, I'm not gonna call you, period. So, okay, but anyway, I'm just asking how you doing, bye. That's me. I'm not about to sit there and feed into that. I'm not gonna do that, man. Man, come on. We are not kids anymore. The brain has not matured yet. You come here and everybody just having a good time. Everybody, family eating and drinking. Everybody kind of this, and they're like, oh, here come Willie. He gonna come in there. Hey, what's going on, Willie? Oh no, man. I can't call him, man. I mean, I be at home all the time, man. Nobody come by and visit me, man. And me, my personality, I'm like, yeah, because you act like that. Dude, I'm like, I'm not going to come over there and visit you because you always mopey. I don't want to come over there. Okay, what you mopey for, Willie? Just stuff, man. No, okay, but what are you mopey for, man? Just stuff. Dude, can we get to what the stuff is so you can finally get that out the way so you can't use that as an excuse no more every time you show up, man? It's like you want us to be, okay, Willie. Y'all, Willie's sad, y'all. Everybody come on over. Here go Willie, y'all. I don't do that at all. I'm like, nope. Yes, I mean, I think what it is, well, here it is that what happens is this, hell, people like to try to, what people do, people want to try to pull certain things out of sentences to make you feel less so they can feel better, so they can feel like I'm a better human being. Oh my God. Like I tell you, one of the worst things I used to, that I still just like, oh my God, is that when you get around church people, I mean, how is there cuss words in church? What I mean by that, most people in church, 90% of churches, they frown upon cursing. Now, there's also church curse words like dang or shoot or what the heck is that? Ooh, what you like what I say? That's a church cuss word. So what I'm saying is people always want to look for something. Their mind's been taught and conditioned to look for something bad so they can get a one up on you. Ooh, they cuss and I don't. I know God is happy with me because he knows that I don't cuss and that person cuss and I know the cussing ain't right. So I got a one up. What? Oh man. Your grandma was flipped off in church's parking lot. I don't know. I just think when somebody, see guys, this is what the thing is. If you get trained and conditioned to seek those things out, that's all you're going to see. James, I'm doing good, sir. I'm doing good. That's all you're going to see. And if your mind is conditioned only to point out things that people are doing bad, that's all you're going to know how to do. Ooh, wee, look at you. Look at you. Look at her. Look at this. Look at this. Look, like it's going to make you that better of a human being. You know what I mean? That's what people get wrong. I mean, gosh, man, when I read that Bible, I don't see that that's what he did. I don't see him going around and, ooh, look at them. Look at them. Look, he drunk. Ooh, look at him. This man butt naked in the tombs, running around breaking chains. Look at him. I mean, they didn't do that. Don't be around them folks right there because, you know, I mean, come on now. If you really have this God mind thing in you, nobody can corrupt you. I don't care what people say. Nobody can corrupt you. If you have your mind and you really are tuned up with the Lord and he's leading you and he's guiding you, I don't care what nobody has taught you, what nobody has said to you. Nobody can convince you otherwise. It's a choice. Everything, when it all comes down to it, life is simply about decisions. You make a decision to allow this thing to offend you and make you mad until you flip out. You allow this to actually get into your spirit and cause you to change. You can put that stuff on hold. Just like if somebody said that you were beautiful, you accepted that, right? You accepted that. But you know, there's also some people you can say, oh man, you a beautiful girl. Well, no, I'm not, because I got this pimple right here. Like, dang, I didn't even see the pimple until you pointed it out. Like, oh my God, you know, some people might do that. Hey, that's a nice looking, that's the thing we don't know how to accept. We don't know how to accept when somebody even says something good about us. We've been so negatively minded, trained, that when somebody says something negative, we don't even know how to accept it. Hey man, you know what? You a good looking young man. Oh gee. Oh boy. But if somebody say, oh man, dude, you ugly. Your face all, well, I know. Yeah, well, let me just go home and eat some potato chips and some ice cream. They said I'm ugly. Nobody like me. And you agree with that stuff. And then you start acting like the very thing that you agreed with. You start acting ugly. You start looking ugly. All because you accepted that. I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. Nope, it's not for us to judge nobody. So I don't know why people even try to do it when it comes to certain things. I'm just saying when people do that, that's what happens. You get pulled into this whole thing of this way of thinking. You don't even know how to think right. You just get pulled into this whole thing of just always got to be negative. That's why when TV comes on, that's why I tell y'all be like, dude, where you live at, in the cave? I'm glad to be in my cave because I am not conformed to the world's way of thinking. People don't even know you've been so conditioned that when the news come on, that's why they always talk about negative things. Y'all need to, when I say y'all, I'm talking to the general public, folks. You got to understand that when these things are being pushed out, when these things get pushed out a certain way, you have to understand that it can actually get in you. It can completely get in you And once that thing gets in you, then all of a sudden you begin to be that. If y'all follow me, all of a sudden you begin to think that same way. You begin to look for those things. All you see is negativity in the world. All you see is bad things in the world. And if all you see is bad things all the time, then your tomorrow looks just like today. So therefore, there's nothing to look forward to. I mean, you got some people that's so pessimistic with a lot of things that whenever you can go out there and say, oh my God, it's such a beautiful day outside. Well, I don't know. I don't like that color blue. Oh man, it's such a nice breeze out here. Well, if it was 5 miles per hour, a little faster, it would be even better. Like, oh my God, look how beautiful the trees are. Well, yeah, but they're not the ones that I like. Like, oh my God, look at these beautiful animals, the cardinals, the blue jays. Yeah, but I wish we had a peacock. I mean, you just be like, man, just forget it. It's just, man. Well, that's what I'm saying, Heather. You said it's hard, but here's the thing. All right, James Joseph, you have a good night. Here's the thing is that if you don't like to be around those people that's like that, surround yourself with people that are the opposite of that. That's what I do. Me, I change like, especially in my house, in this house right here, there's always peace. There is always laughter. There is always talking. There is always positive things going on. When a negative thing happens, I fix it with the quick. I don't let nothing build up. I fix it immediately. And once I fix it, we back to being positive, back to laughing, back to joking, back to doing things like that. But I'm telling you, in this house, I let it be known. Wait, who want to come over? You talking about your cousin is always, no, I'll call your cousin and tell him, hey, brother, no, I don't want you over. Man, why? Dude, every time you come over, you always, okay, look, I tell you what, if you come over, do not talk about your girlfriend and your relationship. Don't bring none of it here. Come here, we're going to eat, we're going to have a good time, we're going to do this, but do not come here talking about none of that stuff that you and Sherry got going on, because y'all been having that going on for 2 years. It ain't fixed. Don't bring that here in my house. So that's why I don't. 80 rain. See, that's what I'm saying. Who told you that it's hard when it's family? Why does it have to be hard? It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. It just needs to, what happens is that what's wrong with telling them? Even though these are my family, this is my blood, I still want to respect them and look at them as a human being. So a lot of times I put myself in the mind frame, what if this is not my cousin? If this is not my cousin and this is a patient of mine, how will I talk to them? And I let them know, like, man, no, man, you know, you wrong. You shouldn't have did that. Dude, why would you tell that girl that, man, knowing that it would hurt her like that? Why would you do that, man? Yeah. So, I mean, if she takes you back, I hope she do. But dude, that hurt her, man. You shouldn't have did that. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you know, man, hey, stuff happens. Okay, Heather. So then let me ask you this then. What do you want? That's the question. What do you want? Okay, I get what you're saying, 80 rain, but at the same time, okay, when you said it's family verbally abusing you, it's difficult to look past it. You heard it since you was a child. Okay, so now the question is, do you want to address it? I'm serious. You got one life to live. You got one journey on this earth. You get one chance. That's it. One shot at this thing called life. And once it's over, it's over. And I'd be darned if I'm going to go through this life, getting ready to take all this abuse, get ready to talk about this verbal abuse. And then when I'm about darn near 70, 80 years old, I'm going to be like, man, you know what? I wish I would have stood up for myself more. I wouldn't have lived a life of so much bitterness and hurt and all that. I'm going to tell you, look, you're going to stop talking to me like this. You're going to because if you don't start doing it, I'm going to be leaving. Or otherwise, don't even speak to me. Let people know. The only reason why they keep doing it because you letting them do it. That's the only reason why they keep on happening, because you keep on allowing them to do it. Wait, time out. Shut off your surround sound. You're going to stop talking to me like that. One or two things are going to happen. I'm leaving or you leaving, but one way or another, We ain't about to be in each other's faces because I'm not about to be sitting there taking that from you no more. This stuff is breaking me down. It's making me feel bad about myself. It's making me have a low self-esteem in myself. You are better than that. You are absolutely better than that. But you have to know that you are better than that. You have to know that your self-worth is better than that. And if you don't know that, then that means you are agreeing with what that person is telling you. This person has said so much stuff, cast so much shadows and stuff over you, you can't even see the light. So all you see is the light. I mean, all you see is the darkness. So no, you gotta know what you're worth. You gotta know who you are and what you are. And if these things if you don't like these things, show them that you don't like it. Eddie Arang, you said you don't know how to stand up for yourself. You want to know how you stand up for yourself? By standing up for yourself. There is no know-how. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, see, I know that I don't know what therapy you go to, but I'm just telling you from experience of me doing when I cancel. There is no steps. You just do it. The first word, stop. Well, I told him stop. Did he listen? No. Then how you make him gonna listen? You know what? Bye. Bye. Just leave. Walk away. Walk away. Just walk away. That's what you do. You just walk away. If you can't, if they keep on hitting you with this abusive stuff, just say, you know what? Matter of fact, don't even tell them. Just go, grab your purse and go. Drive to a family that stay like 2 states away or something like that, and let them know I'm coming here to kind of get myself together. Give yourself 6 months, whatever like that. I'm so serious when I say this. You don't even have to say, if you keep on doing this, I'm going to leave you. Don't even do that. If it's really tearing you up and breaking you down like that, like you telling me that it's doing, then my question is, how much more do you want to take? Because I'm telling you from experience, from folks that I dealt with, aunts, uncles, cousins, and all that, nuh-uh, bye. Nope. Just bye. That easy. No, Heather, see, that's what I'm saying. Heather, you have to ask yourself, what is it doing to you? What is it doing to you, Heather? It's hard to walk away from your husband. Is that your husband? Or would you tell me that's not the man that I married? If that's not the man that you married, that's not your husband. That's somebody else. And somebody else is doing this to you, not your husband. That's somebody else that's doing that to you. If your husband is a totally different person, that's not your husband. That's, I don't know, husband 2.0. Yep, and I know people can disagree, but I'm just telling you guys all from a bunch of experience of folks that I talk to all the time. All the time. Well, again, Heather, it all comes down to what it's doing to you. You're going to be, okay, that person is not having that. You know what? To me, you look at your husband, you might say, my husband has a problem. But your husband, to him, he might be like, I'm fine. He might be like, I don't have a problem. Apparently, whatever he's doing to you, he's doing what he want to do, but you're not doing what you want to do, are you? Men that are abusive, men that are negative all the time towards people, they're doing what they want to do. Just like me, I'm positive. I'm being positive. I'm doing what I want to do in my positivity. People are doing what they want to do in their negativity. But one thing that's not going to happen, we're not going to clash, because it's going to be like, okay, one going to override the other one. And light always cast out darkness, plain and simple. But as far as it goes with the husband, if your husband is doing that, he's doing what he want to do, but you're the one that's not happy with what he's doing. Abusing you verbally and all that? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're being supportive by egging on what he's doing to you. Guess what? Okay. I tell you this, and I told my sons this before. I got a ton of nieces and nephews. I'm just telling y'all the truth. A ton of nieces and nephews like y'all wouldn't believe. Do you know that neither one of them will call me when they go to jail? Mainly, it's all, none of the girls have went, none of the nieces, but nephews. Do you know that they will not call me when they go to jail? Do you know why? Take a wild guess why. Steve Fletcher, absolutely. Now, what if I said, well, you know, I want to get them out of jail because I want to support them. I'm supporting them by letting them get help. That's what I'm doing. Being in jail is going to help them. People that get caught, that's drug addicts and all that, the best thing that happens to them is when they get caught and they go to jail for like 2 years. That's the best way they're going to get clean. So when it comes to like your husband, when you say you're supporting him, well, you can support him from a distance. You can support your husband from a distance. I'm serious. Apparently, if you've been married to your husband for all these years, even if he's been doing it for 1 year, apparently what you're doing is not helping. You might be supporting the very behaviors he's displaying because he know he can do it to you. He know you're not going to do nothing. What happened? Time out. You guys are gonna have to bear with me while I plug up my charger so my phone doesn't die. Okay. Well, Heather, that's not going to be the answer, sister. That's not going to be the answer. Okay, so, So tell me this then, Heather. Do you think it's by accident talking about this tonight? Do you think it's by accident, Heather? When you say you just gonna pray about it, well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you about being around a lot of folks that just gonna pray about it. One thing that God does not do, he doesn't force nobody to do anything. He's not gonna force your husband to change. He's not gonna force your husband to do anything. Your husband has to want to change. If he doesn't want to change, God is not gonna force it. The question is, again, when you say you're going to pray about it, that means you want to resolve, right? Okay, so check this out. You said no, you just need guidance. What if that's what's trying to happen right now? You heard the story before told about, they said there was a flood that came and the man said, I need some help. And somebody came with a paddle boat and they said, hey, I'm here to help you. He said, no, I'm waiting for God to save me. And then the water kept on rising and the man got on top of his house. Somebody came with a speedboat. They said, hey, come on, jump on. He said, nope, God is going to save me. Well, the water got to the top of his house, above where his feet was. A helicopter came and dropped the ladder. Hey, come on, get on the helicopter. He said, nope, God is going to save me. Well, the man drowned and woke up in heaven. And God sat there and said, and he sat there and said, God, what happened? I thought you was going to save me. God said, I sent a paddle boat, I sent a speedboat, and I sent the helicopter. And I don't know what else you wanted. So my question, my answer to you is this. If you notice, I don't know if you're a believer, but in the Bible, every time Jesus did something to help somebody, you notice he told them to take action. There was somebody that had a withered hand. And he said, stretch forth thy hand. The man did it. There was somebody that was crippled. And Jesus said, would you be made whole? The man said, yeah. Jesus said, take up your bed and walk. And the man did it. The blind man, Jesus did something to the blind man and told him, go and wash your face in the water. You know what I mean? So in other words, the answer can be right there, but it all comes down to whether you want to take the step to get on the boat or the helicopter. That's your choice. So then it's really going to come down into your heart to where if that's what you really want. Now you can tell me all day long that's what you want, but your actions is showing me what you really want. See, that's why Heather, there's nothing wrong. If you need to separate, I ain't saying leave your husband, divorce him, nothing like that, because I know you love him. It sounds like you do. But again, you can love him from a distance. If you need to take time and separate to allow him to get himself together, because I'm telling you, apparently you're not fixing it. And if he's not trying to get himself together, that means he's not trying to fix himself to do what he's supposed to do as a husband to you. Well, Heather, you know what? That's what keeps you bound. Being fearful. Fear is the number one thing that keeps people bound. We wouldn't even know that there was like these rivers and streams in America and different creatures if somebody let fear hold them back. Somebody decided to go to the dang on Antarctica. Somebody decided to go to the North Pole. We wouldn't even know that stuff existed if that happened. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about what you want. Yes, it's hard, but it doesn't mean it's not doable. Yes, it's fearful, but that doesn't mean that it can't be accomplished. We have an underage person here. Who? Who's underage in here? Ratry, who was that? Uh-oh. And let me go up and find you. Ratry, I'm sorry. I know you have an experience. Oh, wow. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. Guys, I'm scrolling up. I don't. Where in the world is she at? At the 130 mark. Retri, show yourself. Show yourself. Yeah, oops. Yeah, you're not supposed to be in here. The only reason why I'm saying is because I'm thinking of you as if you were my son, and my son would not be in here. So, unfortunately, young man, maybe if this chat wasn't about this, maybe it'd be cool. But you know what? I don't know. Wait, man, because I don't know if we're not really, guys. All I'm doing is I'm thinking about the youth that I talk to right now, and I know that they watch this and they between the same age, but only what happened tonight, because we're not getting into nothing crazy. So I don't know. I might let you stay in on this one. No, I'm serious. I'm not trying to say, no, I'm not. I'm serious. It's just that I'm thinking about the conversation that was said tonight. And I mean, my son is right behind me. He listened to this, and this is how I talk to them. So I mean, I don't think I'm really. I think it'll be okay. You're not really hitting on. What? Kane Davis? If you can satisfy my curiosity, did you chat ban Kane? No. No, I've been stopping the comments. What is chat ban? How do you chat ban somebody? My Barbara, when you go in there, my option says go to channel, report, remove, put user in timeout, remove moderator. And it says hide user on this channel. So no, mine's just been, okay, nothing he says comes up anymore. No, Kane thing was I was just removing the comments. So what happened? You talking about Kane from Australia? Nuh-uh. I was just doing what I was doing to everybody else. Yeah. No, you can't. No, it wasn't no ban. It's showing that it's a ban, like somebody flagged you. Wait, where are you at? So you're trying to type and it's not showing? Well, Kane, I would check my email, because what happens is that somebody could report you. Somebody can report you and say that you did like hate speech or something like that. Then I'll get an email from YouTube that will ask me, it'll ask me a question to say, was this person threatening you or harassing you or doing hate speech? And if I hit no, then it should allow it to come back on there. But no, somebody did that. Where is it at? Where? Yeah, I know that. No, Kane has the Kane Davis is Kane, but it's a different Kane. He had like a kitten face or something like that on his. No, Kane, that's no, dude. Somebody must have. Okay, whatever this list is y'all talking about, I don't see that. There is no. All right, Stuart Cousins. Good night, sir. Yeah, I only see Kane Davis. I don't see the regular Kane nowhere. So if that's the case, because I get some things in there like that where somebody was saying something in saying this person is harassing me, and then I would look at it and they would show me the times. They would show me the times that whatever was said, and it would ask me if I want to. But it didn't. I haven't gotten anything like that yet. No, but here's the thing is though, Kane, usually, well, of course, I don't know. I'm not going to say, of course, because I'm just not going to say. But what it would do, I would get something from YouTube in my Yahoo, and it would show, let's just say, I'm giving an example. It would show Pillsbury Doughboy flagged Kane, and it'll have reason. It'll say hate speech or graphic or pornographic or something like soliciting. It would say all these things, and then it would ask me, would you like to keep Kane on as a such and such? So I haven't gotten an email from YouTube yet, so YouTube must be looking at it themselves before they send it to me. But no, I was just deleting comments. No, I already said I was going to let Retry stray. Christy, go right ahead. No, that's weird. I don't have nothing up there. All right, Tammy Savage. Let me know how your recovery goes as it goes, okay? Don't try to do too much. Okay, if I'm able to go back to my last live video, maybe I can try to do something that way. Let me see. Absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome, Heather. Christy, you got to see, that's what I'm saying. I come from a world of what a coward really is. But if a man that hits a woman, it don't mean that he a coward. He crazy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm serious. I'm kidding. But no, that's messed up. That should not be happening. But I don't know, because you know what's going on now. See, in my world and where I come from, you looked upon as being very weak, not physically, but you looked upon as being weak mentally to able to get to a point where you have to hit a female. In today's world, because everything is equal and all that, it's like, oh well, whatever. I'm serious. That's how it is. Man, it's crazy. But you know, and no, I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with men hitting women for no reason. The same way I don't agree with no woman hitting no man. I'm equal both ways. It says the video is still live? Really? That's crazy. A man shouldn't be hitting on a woman, and a woman should not be hitting on a man. Plain and simple. You should never have to get to a point in your relationship where you want to actually physically hurt the other person. Never. Which video was it on? Every little thing is going to be all right? That's crazy. I don't even see it on here. All right, Mandy Atterbury. Yep. Enjoyed it, Jacob at Spoonie. Ha ha ha, Joker. Shut up. Shut up. My chat is still in the circle of death. Nikki. I'm gonna find you somebody. Oh boy. It won't even let me scroll up to see what happened. This thing just needs to be stopped. That's crazy. Is that better? I get hot when I start talking. Yeah, Lucy May, that's how it starts off. And then there's running and bashing and backbiting. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, actually it is though, but I am just making light of it though, so. Y'all hear that? Lucy May said, y'all are kind of awesome. I like it here. And I said, yeah, but then later there's running and bashing and backbiting. I'm playing, but I'm serious. I'm just very, I don't know. I know how to just make a lot of things. Sorry, Ty, I'm from the South, so calling you sir is a habit. I don't have no problem with that. I lived in the South, man. Florida, everybody call you sir. No, I am, man. I sweat so easy. It's ridiculoso. Yep, Heather, and like I said, and then later, I might say something, step on your toes, and then you're going to hate me and want to leave and go form. I'm just, I liked you at first. Now I don't like you anymore. No, that's just life for real. Who knows? Months from now, half the people in here that I'm talking to now, they might not even be on here anymore. Who knows? That's part of life. And I've been doing this for a long time, and it's cool. People move on, new things and all that, which is cool. So, which I encourage them to, people like, hey, yeah, man, so the channel's not really been hitting on nothing lately. So I'm gonna go over here. I'm like, oh, hey, go ahead. Just part of life. I'm just like I don't know. Sometimes I'm a hospital for people. Sometimes I'm a hotel for people. Sometimes I'm a whatever. And sometimes it's just a place to get some fast food and move on. And sometimes people just get a little something and go on. And sometimes some people stay. So I'm used to it. Miss it born. Nick, I'm gonna find you someone because you, boy, you are flaming. Jeez. Somebody go pour some water on Nikki. The water just gonna evaporate. Oh, really, Heather? All right, James Goodrum. Good night, sir. Well, Barbara, that's true. Wow. Okay. I think she's being sarcastic, but yeah, she's still, yeah, talking about the real deal. Well, Nikki, you won't be having any children. Oh man, from Japan, Natasha Norris. Konnichiwa. She's probably like, I'm not Asian. I'm just messing with you. I see your profile picture. Chrissy said, Bilky, you got it, huh? Some people didn't catch that. How are you, Elvis? Okay, is that retry person still here? Okay. Oh, cool. I can see all the participants, of course, again. Let me see. HJKLMLP. Retry, show yourself. Christy, absolutely. Nikki, what was she doing behind you? I'm messing with you. Dude McKay, I appreciate it. Who from Memphis? Me? What? You're way off. I'm not even from your country. Mm-hmm. Wow. Little thing sticking up here. Oh, okay, Christy. Okay. Yeah, Retry. As of right now, sir. No hate, just looking out for you, young fella. Yes, I am from Earth. Delilah, right, exactly. Well, I'm not going to be responsible for getting no flag from YouTube from having a minor in here while certain adult things are being talked about. So, Am I being rum again? Yvette, are you drunk? You start off saying, are you Elvis? Then you start off saying, are you being rum again? You speaking gibberish. Nikki, your metaphors are crazy. Yeah, when she comes out to play in the morning. Well, a lot of men's gonna know your profile. She likes in the morning. Oh man. I knew I would get her attention one way or another. She's like, wait, what? Gotcha. We talking about practice. That's what we talking about here. We talking about practice. Everything that happens tonight, and we talking about practice. Dude McKay. Someone. Oh yeah, you did, Nikki. Oh, you did. But only in the morning. So anyway, what inspired you to do YouTube channels? What would you recommend to someone wanting to take the same leap of faith? Actually, if I was to teach starting a YouTube channel, I would have to teach a class on being mentally prepared for YouTube. Mentally prepared to handle negative comments, cyberbullying, crazy people. You have to be mentally prepared for all this. And that's why I wouldn't let my sons do it. No way at all. I mean, some of the YouTube people that are on here, like they call us creators. But a lot of different creators that I would look at, and we share information. A lot of them, man, they one way on YouTube. Like when the cameras come on, they, what's up, YouTube? But then their life, man, they some of the most depressed people. See, a lot of times people only get their affirmation or validation when they're on YouTube. But when the lights and all this stuff, when the camera's off and you guys are gone, all of a sudden their life at home is just crap. Like they're not happy. They're only happy when they're doing this because they're getting a dopamine shot whenever they're on here. Ooh, let me see what somebody said about me. Let me see what somebody good said about me. Well, let me see what somebody, they get that dopamine shot whenever that happens. That constant, circle of, let me get on here so I can do this. Let me go here. And then they keep on getting fed that, but then that's the only thing they have to look for. Like I told you, if the internet wasn't shut down, my life is still going to be enriching and happy, because doing YouTube only makes me happy because I'm helping people become happy. But if I was only doing this, what's going on, Frazzled? If I was only doing this because it's making me happy, if I didn't have this and I'll be unhappy, then what's my life? See, I would want to make sure that the person is already happy. They already got a good head on their shoulders to be able to handle all this before they start a YouTube channel. Because if they're not getting the things they're looking for, at least when they go back to their normal life, they still will be happy. So, Christy, because they don't want you to cause any type of mischief in their church when it comes down to it. They don't want nobody coming in and questioning their beliefs or causing any type of mischief in their church to get people to think differently. And so they were like, but technically a church can't kick you out. Technically, if you go there, no matter what, if you go in there and you're not causing a disturbance, you're not harming anybody, a church can't kick you out. That's illegal. Trust me, we know. We tried it before. Well, I don't know. Nikki 66. She elf. She. Oh, okay. Wow. Cool, 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 Christy. Nikki, I think you and Heather kind of got a competition going on who has the reddest hair. Man, both of y'all hair is super red. Yeah, Heather, you. Thank you, dude, McKay. Well, then, see, in a particular thing like that, though, um, Frazzle, it all depends on, see, when they get, that's one of the things, see, churches that do a lot of preaching and teaching about salvation and trying to help folks, but it doesn't make, why would you sit there and train, why would you sit there and train for combat, and then when it's time for you to have combat, you tuck tail and run? So what I mean by that is, why would they sit there and train, um, why would they sit there and talk about the Lord goodness and his love and all that? Then when somebody come that's definitely indifferent to what the Bible teaches according to what they teach, they want to kick you out instead of showing you the love. And actually, I'm just saying that shouldn't be. No church should kick you out. No church technically can kick you out because of that. If you're not going there and you trying to actually come on to men and women and do sexual things with them, the church, they can't kick you out. That's illegal. Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. Your hair is henna. You know what? Let me see your profile picture because you changed it. You're not Harley Quinn no more. Or did I see it already? Yeah, Heather got some really red hair. Your hair is brown? Some of them, wow, your hair looks red. Like the orange color. Like Lucy Balls. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Heather, your hair looks red. Well, then again, I guess Lacey wins it for the red hair. Just joking. Nikki, call you Jessica from Roger Rabbit. Nikki 66 has really red hair. I'm sorry, Jessica. Oh yeah, that's cool. You can blow up the picture. You got two nicknames for me already. You got She Elf and now Jessica. Jackie Swanson, yes I have. You call her Super Red Jessica. Super Red She Elf Jessica. I preached at Kojic, Jehovah's Witness, Catholic, Methodist, Presbyterian, just about all of them, except for Masons. Got to get ready for the day. Hope you all enjoy yours. Bye-bye. All right, frazzle dazzled. Christy Sapp, are you talking about? Oh, it depends, because a lot of times we make like a sweet bread, we all just call it all together. We call it festivals, or we call it fritters. You have a good night, Christy. Oh my gosh. I don't believe that. That's crazy. Well, I mean, Christy, wait, was it called roti? Or rati? Um, I don't know, Christy. I mean, you got my mind going now. We got beef patties. We got, shoot, roti. Like I said, roti, or we have something called cocoa bread. I mean, it's really cocoa bread. Oh, you're just trying to find out. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, roti or cocoa bread or latte. Who almost had you crying, April? Oh, you come on. Okay. Yeah, I think that's definitely the Rhoda Youngman bread. The Winnie the Pooh song almost had you crying? Oh. I have no, that's crazy. You, wait, oh, wait, Christy, oh man. Hey, yeah, yeah, that's what it's called. Yuca cassava bread. Cassava. Oh, okay, Heather. It's just from that little picture right there, looked like it was red. It's Bammy. Nah, cassava yucca bread. Yeah, I know what Bammy is. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you can fry it. There's all kind of different things you can do with it. But I think what Chris is talking about is coconut cassava. Uh huh. That's what I think. Avery, you were playing a prank on me? Ah, okay. I don't know. That was a nice magic trick because I sure didn't get it. I mean, you got. Ha ha, CW. Joker, yes, I did. I did a review on it, man. I might have talked about it live, Joker. I don't remember. I don't know, CW. I know you were. That's why I said ha ha ha. Like I'm like ha ha. Man, come on now. Y'all should know me by now. I can take jokes. I encourage it. I joke a lot myself. Well, if I did that, hell, it won't be a surprise then, will it? Now you're going to be expecting it, so it won't be a surprise. Wow. I'm not sure about that. Whoa. Ah. Nikki66, don't talk about me like that. Yep. I know, I'm joking. Absolutely, hell. That's what I do. That's why I do that. It's always a, God dog it.